It's your shooters.
Greetings, citizens of Podcast City. I ask you to look upon me and heed my warning. As of this moment, you are all now fully aware that the following program is rated mature and is intended solely for those of the legal age to smoke, vote, and purchase pornography. If you find yourself at all easily disturbed by the harsh realities of obscene language, then perhaps you should turn back now before your mind becomes permanently stained with the wicked ways of professional wrestling. Every conceivable form of listener and viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Beat me if you can. Survive if I let you.
Let's get nuts. Pull the fucking trigger! My kids, I'm hateful, I'm the tattoo clown. I'm screaming, nothing really matters, motherfucker, burn it down. Listen, I'm down.
Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for, and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
Hi.
You switched it.
No, it switches back automatically. Hey, there we go. I don't know. There he is.
Aha, there we go.
You're right there?
I was wondering why I was deaf for a moment. Well, more so than usual.
Those voices coming back to you already at the top of the hour?
Oh, they never left, my friends. They're always there. At least I'm never lonely.
This is true. I mean, maybe you should see someone for it, but hey, teach their own.
Don't you worry, pal. I got my doctor appointment tomorrow, and then some. Luckily, it's not Dr. Isaac Yankum, at least.
Dr. DDS. Sorry, not DMD.
No, because there can be only one. Mm-hmm.
I know.
Love that, Britt Baker. So, yeah, we ready to fire it up or what, dudes?
Yeah, that was a little sloppy on my end. I apologize. That was not as smooth as I anticipated.
Well, hey, don't worry, pal, because in my opinion, damn, you're smooth.
Hey, I appreciate you. I do.
And I appreciate you throwing up the Crow clip for me. I know it's last minute, but I just really love that movie, and I love that scene. So thank you.
Yeah, hey, I do what I can to please the peoples, because, well, the peoples is what keep us here, all 4 people that watch.
Yes, sir. Not since Dwayne Johnson have we seen such a people's champion, have we not?
I feel like I should do the elbow, like just take the elbow off and throw it in the crowd. But there'd be no crowd. It would just hit the ground, so...
Yep. I believe, wasn't it Mick Foley who said that, in his opinion, the people's elbow was the worst move of all time? It sold. He admitted that. It got over big time. I never knew why, because it was so dumb looking. But yeah, Foley agrees. It was stupid.
Yeah. And he's going to come up in our segment later as far as wrestling attire that we were talking about tonight later on.
I think he might have to be mentioned in the old This Day in Wrestling History segment as well, even though it didn't happen today. It was yesterday. But we all know
I have the exact same one, and I have one from 2 days ago as well. That was pretty epic in the wrestling world.
Yeah, so per usual, kids, we got a lot to get to tonight. Mm-hmm.
And of course, we are joined by the beautiful Miss Nighthawk. How are we this fine Tuesday, Taco Tuesday night?
You know what? I'm alive, so.
I mean, it's always good when you wake up on this side of the dirt.
Yipper. It's good to be breathing.
I see your ice is fully melted after you refreshed.
Yeah. Oh, no, I still have some in there. They're tiny, but.
Oh, sorry. I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off, literally until the last minute getting ready for the show. So I forgot to remind you, yes, you need to get some ice.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's still cold, so.
Okay. As long as it's getting the job done, darling, that's all that counts.
Darling.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, look who just joined us for the evening. Mr. Pops Ghostly has returned, and he says, Hell and Ace Hell ? Oh, don't you worry, pal. You think we're going to not talk about pretty much the most historic thing that ever happened in WWF history? I'd really be letting you down if that was the case. Don't you worry, buddy. We's getting there.
And I feel like we've mentioned this numerous times over the past couple of weeks with the Hell in the Cell recaps and best matches and all that shit that we've done prior. So it's no news to anybody except for the fact that it happened yesterday. Many years ago.
So intriguing. So much to explore. So much to share.
But before we start sharing and exploring and intriguing people, the Dorkening Podcast Network, thank you for keeping our ugly mugs with you, her beautiful face with you, and our voices in your ears. So,
indeedly do. And also the fine folks over at Deadly Grounds Coffee as well. We certainly appreciate them being on board. And Guy Manley's in the house. He says, what's up, boys? Welcome to the show, pal. We're happy to have you.
What's up, Guy? What's up, Pops? What's up, everybody else who will be listening and watching throughout probably the 7 hours we're with you tonight? We always say we're going to get to an hour, and we always end up going over by an hour. So.
Dude, I got to say, I think it was really just because I slacked and I was so pressed for time. I managed to get both the Dynamite deposition and the SmackDown breakdown in under 2 pages. So that's quite a feat for me.
We have a very interesting playlist of music playing behind us tonight. There's a playlist that Amy and myself have put together over the many car rides to shows that we have gone to. It's what they call it, our sing-along podcast, our sing-along list. Mm-hmm. So you're going to hear everything from Tupac to Whitney Houston to Disney sing-alongs to, I think some Metallica's in there, some Manson, all that. So
Manson? No, we don't want him anymore. He's there. No, that fucking freak, rapist, pig, gross thing. Yeah. Fuck off, Manson.
Go ahead, say something.
I get it, but I'm probably still going to listen to his music.
Hey, he's and you're a woman. You understand what he's accused of, but
yeah, no, I get it.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I listened to Manson back in the day and stuff. I've even seen him at Ozfest, and I can unfortunately never get the image out of my mind of him shoving a water bottle up his butthole. They had to put that on the big screen at Great Woods for some reason. Not necessary. Yeah.
You know what?
So I'm all good with the water bottle up the butt. That's just maybe that's just me. But to each their own. So I guess we got a soundtrack now, eh? Look at us coming up in the world.
We're fucking getting big, you know? Soundtracks, graphics, video clips. We're fucking tearing this shit up.
We're taking over this town.
We're the almighty podcast.
With the power of Whitney Houston.
Well, yeah, I mean.
Hey, I'm not going to knock Whitney, man. There will never be another voice like Whitney, that's for sure.
Bobby Brown already knocked around, so. Shall we get into it?
Oh, yeah.
Just dive right into the Dynamite deposition, shall we?
I think it's about time there, Mr. Diggs, that we get on down with the Dynamite deposition. Yeah. And indeed, Dynamite this past Saturday did take place thanks to the NBA playoffs again. But this week, they go back to Wednesday. So set your DVRs, kids, because tomorrow night, Dynamite is having their last event at Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida, before they head back out on the road for the first time since pre-COVID time. So should be a pretty interesting show. But nonetheless, here is your AEW Dynamite deposition for Saturday, June the 26th, 2021. In the curtain jerker of this week's Dynamite, Hangman Adam Page went up against Team Taz member Powerhouse Hobbs. Page had the momentum early on, but that got squashed pretty darn quick after a Sid Vicious clobbering clothesline to the back of the head courtesy of Hobbs. The Hangman even got the back of his head split open pretty bad during this one. As a matter of fact, his goldy blonde locks almost instantaneously turned to a dark crimson red. I don't know if it was from because Hobbs just drilled him from the back of the head with the clothesline. I don't know if that's how it happened, but he got busted open pretty bad back there. But being the resilient Hangman that he is, that was not enough to prevent him from scoring a win with his patented Deadeye reverse pile driver. And at one point, Team Taz members Ricky Starks and Hook tried to intervene by attempting to throw Shoulders Mickey, a.k.a. Brian Cage's FTW title belt, to Hobbs, but Cage ran out and put the kibosh on that one. So whole lot of dissension going on right now with the members of Team Taz. But overall, I watched this live Saturday night, and I thought this was a most excellent way to fire things up. See, I fit that in there.
You did, and that was a nice segue into that.
Pops Ghostly says, maybe we'll see our Dynamite after its 5th rescheduling, but it's close to Halloween. Yes, thank you, Pops. I was informed by my good man the other day that the Dynamite that we were supposed to go to, what was it, a year ago, April now, or whatever, up at the Agganis Arena in Boston, has once again been rescheduled. Instead of being in September now, apparently, supposedly, we're going on October 27th. So I don't think Jack Torrance is going. I think Captain Spaulding is going to Boston that night. We'll see how it goes.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you'll see some sort of a Halloween Havoc type show.
Oh, dude, that would be the bomb, dude. Spin the wheel, make the deal. How I miss those days. Oh, yeah, baby. But, yeah, it kind of reminds me of a Raw I went to, back in, early 2000s or something. And it was the night before Halloween. It was Devil's Night. And me and a couple of my buddies, we dropped some acid. I dressed like Leatherface. And we took the tea on, had a damn good time up in Boston, let me tell you. Pops Ghostly's 18th month rain check. Yeah. Hopefully we'll be there in October. We'll see. But anywho, up next, we saw Tully Blanchard come down to the squared circle and call out the legendary and former member of the LWO, Viva la Raza. That's right, folks. Conan coming back into action. And he came down to show his support for Santana and Ortiz in their ongoing feud with the Pinnacle. But it was all a trap as FTR came out masked while pretending to be Santana and Ortiz. And when Tully pointed up to the Jumbotron, we discovered that Santana and Ortiz had been jumped and laid out backstage. So that left poor Conan wide open to get himself jumped as he was treated to a spiked pile driver at the hands of FTR. Every time I see a spiked pile driver, I just reminisce of the good old days, seeing Kane and Undertaker give Mankind the spike pile driver on Raw.
That's a banned move in the WWE.
Mm-hmm, but not so much in the AEW, buddy. So, that nasty old spike pile driver definitely left poor Conan laid out. And thus, the Inner Circle Pinnacle plot thickens. Pops is back with, when will they bring back Disco Inferno? Oh, dear Lord, hopefully never.
I'm in agreement with you on that one.
Although I will say I'd take Disco Inferno over what WCW did with Mike Awesome after that whole controversy with him, taking the ECW title to Nitro and shit. They made him like Mr. Saturday Night Fever or some horse shit. It was like, dude, you were the ECW World Heavyweight Champion. You in ECW, even though I didn't like the guy, I loved his matches because they were so brutal. But it's like, dude, you walked away from all that to become Disco fucking Stu from The Simpsons. So good call, Mike Awesome.
To each their own,
Yeah, he's dead now. Let's see here. Where was I? Shaka Khan. As the evening progressed, Matt Seidel picked up a pinfall victory over Dante Martin. The Pinnacle again made their presence known with a backstage promo that turned into an all-out brawl with the Inner Circle. And once it was all said and done, we found out that coming up tomorrow night on Dynamite, we're going to have ourselves what should be a phenomenal matchup as MJF will go toe-to-toe with none other than Sammy Guevara. And so keep your eyes on that one. But is Conan wrestling or a MVP type sport? Conan is retired. He's basically, they're bringing him in to be what Tully Blanchard is to the Pinnacle. That's what he's going to be for the Inner Circle. So I don't know how long it's been now since Conan had his last match, but I would say it's been maybe a few moons now. Do not know for sure. But
from I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, please.
I kind of do because I did it. So I hear Jericho is making his debut back to the announce table tomorrow night with AEW.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sweet. Because I love when Jericho's on the commentator table. He'll never call Tony Schiavone. He calls him Tony Schiavone. Oh,
it's the Canadian way of pronouncing it.
I love that, Jericho. So, yes, once again, as he would say, he'll be back on the broadcast table mañana. Where do we leave off here now? So, yes, we had our little backstage brawl, Sammy Guevara. Yes, then Ethan Page defeated Bear Bronson in the next contest. And after that match, Page issued a challenge to Darby Allin in what will apparently be a coffin match at Road Rager coming up on July 7th. And I think this is cool for AEW. This is going to be their version of a casket match. They're not going to call it a casket match because, we all know why. So they call it a coffin match. But they've never done this, so I'm hoping for good things. We will see. And knowing Darby Allin, he's going to do some fucking crazy thing that will make your head spin. So should be one to watch out for. Also this past Saturday night, Chris Statlander was victorious over the Bunny. The feud between Matt Hardy and Christian Cage keeps picking up speed as it now appears that freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy has gotten himself caught up in the mix. And in the main event, we saw a top-notch grade A+++++, like in friggin' Christmas Story. I'm telling you, 5-star pay-per-view worthy showdown as number one contender Jungle Boy Jack Perry and the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega blew the freaking roof off the Daily's place, dude. I'm telling you, what's going on here? Oh. Well,
you muted yourself.
There's right to censor for you.
Fuck you, FCC.
Yes, that was totally worth the distraction. So like I said, dude, these guys tear the roof off the top. Darby Allin isn't going to have fun after 40. You are very correct there, guy. He should take maybe some advice from Mick Foley on that one. But this match was so good. So good. Fantastic spot after fantastic spot with. All right, that's not just me. Okay. But
voices in your head.
Fantastic spot after fantastic spot with amazing back and forth action. I really cannot say enough good things about this one. If you guys did not watch this, go back and check it out. It was awesome. Just absolutely awesome. And unfortunately, though, once the dust had settled, despite giving a career-high performance, Jungle Boy Jack Perry unfortunately came up short as Kenny Four Belts Omega's championship reign continues. And that, boils and ghouls, is your AEW deposition for June the 26th, 2021.
Woo!
Woo!
Deposition coming in hot.
Ooh. I found out what that word meant when I had to go to court, and not for jury duty.
For your hotel stay.
Indeed. Yes, luxurious accommodations, I will say.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Nice comfy bed, pillow, open shitter,
Oh God, it was like, it was like I was in Maui or something. It was just every minute was a hoop more than the first.
I don't ever want to go there.
I would highly recommend you do not. Nope. I've seen some things and some stuff, man. I wouldn't recommend it.
I'm sure you have seen some things now, and we'll just leave that one alone for another day.
But yes, Pops Ghostly just commented on the fact that hopefully, yes, sir, you are correct that They are going to do this right. Kenny is going to hold on to the AEW World Heavyweight title until he goes toe-to-toe with his former tag team partner, Hangman Adam Page. That's what everybody wants to see. So I hope they build this up right. And if they do, it could be dynamite. No pun intended.
Maybe a little pun, but
Just say
yeah. That is your deposition. I think we're going to hop over to a couple of birthdays we got.
Oh, I didn't have time to look this up today, so I'm intrigued.
Me too.
Oh shit!
Look at that. Oh, he's putting you on the spot, Nighthawk.
I wasn't ready.
Oh, get ready. Always got to be ready.
Man. Oh wait, I have pictures.
Ooh.
Of birthdays?
Wow.
Oh, yeah, you do. We talked about this earlier.
Where are they? Okay. So first we got this guy, Johnny Saint.
Johnny Saint. I like
Looks
the
like an
name.
angry grandfather.
I have no idea who he is. Yeah, he looks like
I'm
that-
disappointed in you, son.
that boss you really don't want to show up to work late for, you know?
Oh man.
Is he, now I see this is NXT UK. Is he some British scholar in the world of wrestling then, mate?
Well,
Because I don't have a fucking clue who he is.
you know what?
I can't
All
imagine
I
he's...
got is that he retired in 2015, and now he's currently signed to WWE, where he serves as the general manager of NXT's United Kingdom brand.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
Well played. Well played.
I was going to say, after he showed his picture, I'm like, there's no way this dude is still wrestling. I wouldn't think at his age.
Well,
No,
I
but
mean,
he was
you can't
fucking
say that. I mean, look at
74 when he retired.
Well, that's true. I mean, you got Flair,
you got Funker.
the Funker, you know, retired like 1,000 times and finally like stopped when he was like 90 or whatever. Which, I love you, Funker. That's the grandpa I never had.
I honestly thought that was a picture of Mitch McConnell for a minute. I'm like, why would you put him up there for a birthday?
No politics on the show.
No,
please. No religion, no politics. It's just like a bar. We have 2 rules here. That's it.
And then we have Serena. I don't remember what you said her last name was.
Serena Deeb.
Okay. Well, yeah, her.
Yipper, if I'm not mistaken, she is still currently the NWA Women's Champion, and she has defended that title a few times on Dynamite. They got that little crossover thing going on there, so pretty neat,
I
man.
read that she was the former champion.
Oh, am I mistaken? You might be correct. Obviously, the picture showed she has the belt, but I do know she had it. But my, malted hops and bong resin issues upstairs makes me a little forgetful. So all I know, I probably watched her lose the belt, and I don't even remember.
Pop says Deeb Nut.
I think it was.
Yes, that's her new name from now on. Next time she's on Dynamite and I do the deposition, I got to remember she is officially Deeb Nuts.
Amazing.
The Deeb. Is that Mariah here?
Very well, could be. Yes, always in my baby. Mariah Carey. Don't get excited now, Andrew. If you need a few minutes, I'll take you off screen.
Hey, you might catch me doing a little mumble singing in the background. I got
no judgment. No judgment.
Mariah was Mariah. You can't take that away from her until she went all fucking nutso. But
so those are birthdays for today.
Yeah.
Well done,
Might have
Nighthawk.
been more, but that was all I found. So.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything new about the world of wrestling this week, like you did last week with Cyndi Lauper?
Nothing as exciting.
Okay.
Nothing top Cindy. No way.
Nah, I get that. Shall we dive into the history lesson for today?
Rogerino, let's educate the people, shall we not?
What are you eating? Was that a gummy bear?
Is it a good kind of gummy bear?
We all just
Gummy sour Jolly Rancher thing.
Oh,
right.
Wow. I thought it was like a special gummy.
I got those upstairs.
Yum, 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 yum.
You were supposed to bring them.
Ah, look at that. Pops giving you mad props there, Diggs, on your lovely TMNT hat.
It's really not a TMNT hat, though, Pops.
What does it say?
It's a twisted hat.
Oh, that might be
In the font in the Design of the
Turtles logo.
TMNT, yes. So Pops is half right.
Intriguing. Could be some trademark issues there. I don't know.
Hey,
Watch
I
out.
don't know. I just buy the merch. I don't care about. I don't care. Copyright. Not my copyright.
Roger that.
So I'm gonna kick it off with 2 days ago in wrestling history.
I'm sorry. I find it hilarious that we're doing this with Mariah Carey on the background.
Would you prefer like?
No, I'm not complaining. I just probably what most people wouldn't have expected out of us. So we got to keep guessing. That's good.
I mean, I can put on some Little Mermaid.
No, we can do without that. Thank you.
It's on here, I think.
It would be.
I think the Spice Girls is on there too.
Whoa, baby!
That's definitely your pick.
Yeah, and you say that like it's a bad thing.
Channeling my inner Mariah. I can't help it. She's
Okay,
coming out.
let's reel this shit back on the train tracks here before we
reel her back in.
All right. So 2 days in wrestling history was a pretty iconic day in WWE universe, as it was the day that CM Punk sat on the rampway and quit the WWE, talking shit to John Cena, who was...
Guy Maley's requesting some Foghat. I was a classic rock DJ for many moons back in the day there, guys, so I might be able to accommodate you. We'll see. Would you prefer slow ride? That song's only like an hour long.
There are no requests taken at this point. The list is pre-made. We can add that to our list, though. Thank you.
Yeah, but anyway, thanks for the foreigner nod there. Much appreciated. It's always going to be... I wished it was always cold as ice. I don't like the summer. But yeah,
2 days ago, I mean, that was pretty iconic with CM Punk.
The pipe bomb, dude. The pipe bomb. That's one of those, if you watch it live, you'll never forget, because it was like, my favorite part is when he looks right in the camera and goes, "Hi, breaking down the fourth wall. Hi." I was like, dude, this is like for real.
Yep.
This is like, he's letting it all out. And at the time,
it wasn't scripted. It wasn't part of the show.
No,
it was legit. He was like, "Fuck this, I'm
There
done."
was legit heat backstage. He was basically just like, "Fuck this place. I don't care." And Vince, I guess at the last minute, told Bruce Pritchard to go over to him, hand him the mic and say what you want to say, man. And he was like, "Really?" And I love how he's wearing a Stone Cold shirt during that as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Come to find out, I guess he I don't know what the hell happened. He forgot something he was going to wear originally or whatever. So at the last minute, I guess he just grabbed a random Stone Cold shirt from the merchandise counter. And I thought that was funny because a lot of people at the time thought that was some sort of hidden meaning why he wore the shirt. He was like, "No, I literally just forgot my other shirt and I need a new one." So I was like, "Fuck it, give me a Stone Cold shirt."
Right.
My favorite promo ever. CM Punk, summer got me back into the WWE until they fucked it up with Kevin Nash running. Oh, Mr. Oh, and the bell sounds and Nash steps into the ring and oh God, there goes his knee again. Oh, Diesel power.
Oh.
Yeah, Pipe Bomb was definitely... That's up there for me, right up there with when One Night Stand with Heyman just went off on JBL, Edge, the whole nine. Oh, God, I can watch that clip over and over and over again. He's like, I love my favorite real quick is when he looks up at Edge. He goes, "Hey, Edge, I got 2 words for you. Matt freaking Hardy." And then the crowd's like, "You fuck Matt. You fuck Matt. You fuck Matt." And Edge is sitting there like, "That was 3 words. That wasn't 2 words."
Yeah.
So good. But yeah, Pipe Bomb. Hell yeah. Legendary shit, man.
What do you got for history, whether it be yesterday or today?
Well, I mean, we have to say yesterday marked 23 years since
the anniversary of Taker Foley.
What many fans consider to be the greatest match of all time. It's something that, at least in the States, man, we'll definitely never see nothing like that again. No friggin' way. Unless it's some crazy indie guys like that clip you sent us the other day from Twitter, the Tommy Dreamer thing of the dude shattering his hip after falling off that ladder or whatever.
That was just stupid.
Dude, I love how the crowd's all like, "Wee!" And then you just heard that thud and it was like crickets chirp.
Well, if you watched him jump, you saw his foot get caught on top of the ladder. And then at that point, you're already going, so you're like, "Fuck, I'm dead."
Yeah. But much like the Pipe Bomb, man, the Hell in a Cell especially, it's still tattooed in my brain. I can remember every moment of watching that unfold live, sitting in my kitchen at my parents' house back in '98, losing my mind. And then I'll never forget, my brother came out in the kitchen and he saw, he just came in at the beginning and he was like, "Holy shit." He saw the first fall and he was like, "I gotta watch this." And my dad comes downstairs to get his Oreos or whatever. And he's like, My dad, I love my dad. Take me to shows all the time when I was a kid. He could really give a fuck about wrestling. He's a football fan, you know, whatever. Right. But he was even like, holy shit, what the fuck are they doing? Like my dad,
there's a point where even the non-wrestling fans look at something like that and to your point are like, what the fuck just happened? Because yeah, it was exhilarating and horrifying actually watching it live all at the same time. God, man, this says until watching Nick Gage, Doc, I didn't know there were still violent matches. Yeah, well, I know it's not really so much televised in Japan, but I know Japan still does all that crazy shit. But their idea of wrestling, I like what they do in Japan. They treat wrestling like we treat baseball here. Like it's a big to-do for them. Yeah. It's a national pastime, basically.
Right, yeah. And the funny thing is they love baseball, too. So
maybe they should incorporate wrestling into baseball.
Oh, dude, it'd be like in basketball when they had like football, baseball.
Awesome. Like you're running the bases and you just fucking clothesline the second baseman.
Dude, the outfielder goes to catch the puck fly and he gets sacked.
Pull a sunset flip on the catcher, jumping over him.
So good.
Oh.
All right, so yeah, I mean, what else can you say? If you were alive at that time and you're old enough to see it happen live, you will never, ever, ever forget where you were on June 28th of 1998, because that was certainly one for the ages. And that's one that I loved, like even wrestling fans that I know that are younger than me that weren't lucky enough to see it at the time because they, weren't born and all that crap. I showed it to them. There,
right there.
Oh, yes. So, okay, with that said, I'm glad you mentioned that, Miss Nighthawk, because what you've seen the Hell in a Cell match, Mick Foley and Undertaker, correct?
No.
Hang on.
Oh, God, you failed this poor girl.
I know.
All right, I gotta kill the music.
You're gonna. Oh, okay.
I'm out on the field.
This is a.
Look, I told you I'm.
No, that's fine.
No, we're not giving you shit. I mean, and you weren't even alive, so how were you supposed to see it?
I mean, I was 3.
Oh, yeah, all right. So you were of this earth, but probably weren't ordering King of the Ring pay-per-views at that age. I'm guessing. No,
probably not. So continue with the news as I get this queued up.
Okay, yeah, because. All right, well, here you are, folks. For all you viewers out there, you're going to get to see what it's like when someone gets to experience Hell in the Cell for the very first time. So saddle up, partner. Guy Manley says, what did Nighthawk just say, right? She blew our minds. Mind explosion.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, do not apologize. Do not apologize at all because this makes for interesting conversation. So you just brought even more to the table, my dear. So here's to you.
Wow.
And once you see what we're talking about, you'll know why this is such a big deal. Because this is gonna be fun.
And
all right, so
you may have seen the clips and not realized as well.
Well, we play a clip at the beginning of the show.
Possible.
One of the most infamous clips of the match, we actually played during the opening segment. But I barely ever see that because that's usually when I'm trying to choke down another bowl before we go on the air. So here we are. Take her away.
All right, we good to go? It's a 4-minute clip. I'm going to let it ride for the 4 minutes.
I don't think anyone out there is going to complain.
And if they do, they can fuck off.
YouTube might complain.
Oh, well. They can sue me for my collection of beer cans. That's what I'm worth right now. Ooh, what's this porno music in the background? What was that?
No, I want the actual commentary. Hang on.
Yeah, you have to have the commentary. JR and Lawler were just almost as much a part of it as look at us and this fancy little trifecta screen.
All right, go with the news. I'm going to try and find the right clip.
You find the real clip, and we'll keep the ball rolling here. Excuse me. In 1986, Nick Bockwinkel was awarded the AWA World Championship in Denver, Colorado. And another thing that from this infamous pay-per-view, the King of the Ring 1998, another historic event took place that night. Not nearly as historic as The Undertaker and Mankind, but Stone Cold Steve Austin got screwed out of the WWF title that night thanks to Evil Vince and Demon Kane in a First Blood match. And that very next night, which was on this day in 1998, Stone Cold came down in the Zamboni and kicked some serious ass and got that title back from Demon Kane. So that was a hell of those were the days. And another cool one here I saw. There was a couple more. I just really ran out of time I wanted to get to, but I didn't get to write them down. But on this day in 1999, Jeffrey and Matthew, the Hardy Boys, defeated the Acolytes to capture their very first WWF Tag Team Championship. And on this day in good old 2014, I don't know how I missed this one myself, but Money in the Bank took place in Boston. How did we not go to that?
That's what I'm thinking. I had the exact same thing written down. I'm like, how did we not go to that?
Right? Like, I've been to Mania. I know you hate when I say that, but yeah, I went to Mania. I've been to the Rumble, and you'll be happy to know that Pops Ghostly and I went to the Rumble. That was the year that Alberto Del Rio, who likes to slap caterers, he won it. And right before the Rumble started, I got the worst case of food poisoning I've ever had in my life. I spent the whole Rumble just running and vomiting. I got to see Diesel, though. That was cool. Guy Manley says, Nick Bogwiggle reminds me of my mom's boyfriend, Steve. I hate Steve. He leaves his shoes all over the place. Well, fuck him, Guy. He sounds like he sucks. Tell him to pick his damn shoes up. They probably stink, too. Stink bad. Stink real bad. So give him hell, Guy.
Also, I've been waiting for Diggs to put the clip up here, so I'm just going to put that comment there.
Yeah, ironically, it's one of the hardest clips to find, with both of Foley falling off the cage and through the cage.
Well, as Pop said, best thing about match is it starts hot and it ends on fire. Yes, you are correct, my good man, because
I found it.
Nobody saw that coming, including the actual wrestlers themselves, because what is actually the worst bump of the two big-time bumps in that match, obviously, we know was not supposed to happen. So
exactly.
Coolest wrestlers I ever was lucky enough to meet, Balls Mahoney. In the old ECW days, Balls was infamous for having plenty of matches where he got stuff stapled in his head, thumbtacks in his head, like a lot of thumbtacks. And I remember asking him, I was like, so dude, like, how many thumbtacks do you think you've had in your forehead? He's like, I don't fucking know. It was like, it was nothing. Whatever. There's a great video clip, speaking of Balls, somewhere. I wish I could figure out where this was. He's smoking a butt, and he takes this no smoking sign and he puts it up to his head, and then he takes a tack and tacks the no smoking sign to his head. Oh, here's to you, Balls. I miss you, buddy.
Oh, rest in peace. Rest in power.
He had big balls. Big
balls for it all. So news is over. We just educated Miss Nighthawk on Undertaker Foley greatestness in 1998.
So with that said,
we can do that more often.
What's your real quick though, Nighthawk? What's your take from now being witness to the event that was Hell in the Cell '98?
You're
at a loss for words, right? Just like we all were.
Yeah, I know.
That was the second Hell in the Cell, right? Because Michaels and Taker were the first.
Yes, you are correct. That's why the top of the cell was so bad. They never reinforced it. You look at Bad Blood, the very first Hell in a Cell match in '97. Michaels and Taker, another fantastic, phenomenal match. I could watch that match a million times. So fucking good. Also gave us the introduction of from Hellfire and Brimstone. It's got to be Kane. That's got to be Kane. But yes, that was the first match. And if you go back and watch that match, you'll notice that, Taker's up there with Michaels fucking giving him the deadlift, fucking tossing him on top of the cell, and it's all good. Well, they beat the shit out of each other on top of that cell and in turn beat the top of that cell. And then when they did this match, no one thought like, oh, yeah, it looks good. It's fine. They'll be fine. Yeah.
It was good from 100 feet down here. So.
I mean, that initial part when before the first fall onto the table, when you see them walking and you see the cage literally giving way underneath their weight. Now you're talking two big fucking guys. Foley was clocking in at, over 300, Taker's 328 or whatever they always build them at. So you're talking well over 600 pounds of humanity up there on a little cage link fence that is not properly supported. So that's a scary thing too. That could have been it right there. If that cage had fallen through right there at the beginning of the match,
that's over.
And God only knows what would have happened. They could have fucking both broke their fucking legs, necks, who knows what. So it's something else, man. And we will never, ever, ever, ever see that again in the world of professional wrestling.
So what was your take, Miss Nighthawk? I cut you off and I apologize.
Every time I thought that it couldn't get worse, it just did.
Yeah.
You hit the nail on the head. Yes. Because just when you think, okay, that was so fucked up, this has got to be it. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, God, there's this. And, okay, well, since there was that must be it, right? Oh, no. No. Good old Foley, man.
The part of how they got outside to climb the cage with Foley throwing himself through the cage. to break the cage.
Oh, you mean in No Way Out there with Triple H that we were at there.
with Taker, because didn't Foley get tossed through the cage and the cage broke and that's how they got outside?
They started the match on top of the cage. Remember?
Did they?
Yeah, that's how the match starts. Mankind comes out first.
That
was his idea. He was like, and it made sense at the time because he was like, okay, Undertaker and I have had a great feud. They went into this match like, we've already done this a billion times. We've given the fans all we can. What can we possibly do now that they haven't seen? Right. So Foley was like, let's start the match up on top of the cage. Nobody's ever done that before. And once again, give Undertaker credit. The poor bastard's climbing up there with a fucking broken foot. So something else, man. Something else.
That was good. I like to. We should do some more of those like analyze match type things.
I can dig it, Daddy.
I told you.
Kind of break.
Ooh, you know what? Whenever you guys have a moment, if you guys would like to take things over for just a second, I have something that I really, really want to share with not only you guys, but our lovely audience as well. It'll take me 2 seconds. I forgot. I got to go in the other room and grab something. An incredible fucking gift that one of my best friends gave to me last night, and it's very appropriate for the show. So I don't know if you want to do Raw report now, or you guys just want to take it away for like 2 seconds, and I can real quick.
We got SmackDown next, so I'll run.
All right. I'll wait then. Let's do SmackDown. We'll keep it in order, but don't let me forget. I got something really.
Yeah, after we talk about SmackDown, you go grab your shit. I'll take over. And then we'll get into the meat and potatoes of the show.
Yeah, this is something that I was given last night by a great friend of mine, and it really needs to be mentioned because honestly, it is one of the greatest things I've ever been given as a gift. So it's pretty heavy, man. It's pretty heavy. We will get to that. But first, it is time, once again, for the SmackDown Breakdown for Friday, June the 25th. Things got underway this week with a backstage vignette that featured Jimmy Uso informing the big dog, Roman Reigns, that his cousin Jey Uso would not be showing up for work tonight. And this did not sit well with the WWE Universal Champion. Oh, no. Then the cameras traveled out to the Thunderdome, where the SmackDown Women's Champion Bianca Belair addressed the WWE Universe only to be interrupted by Seth Rollins and then Bayley as well. This, of course, led to the news that the three wrestlers would join Cesaro for a mixed tag team match after Bayley attacked Bianca, and thus out came the Swiss Superman. But it was all for naught as the evil Seth and the wily Bayley stole the win from Cesaro and Bianca Belair. The SmackDown stocks. All right, here we go.
You going down?
This is the 1929, whatever it was, stock market crash, dude.
Or 2008.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. We lived through a couple of those too, didn't we?
We did.
Well, of course, we never had wheelbarrows full of money just to buy a loaf of bread. That's pretty messed up, but look it up, kids. Great Depression. Anywho, SmackDown stocks dived off the fucking cliff with this next segment as Rick Boggs. I don't understand this guy real quick. He plays guitar. Is he a wrestler? Like Elias? I like Elias. Elias plays guitar, but he can fucking wrestle. This guy just I don't know. He's like Shinsuke Nakamura's like private guitarist or something. I don't know.
I don't get him.
Gross, sickening, enough. All done.
Play the drums. Play something different, damn it. Guitar's over.
Just stop doing this fucking stupid feud with Baron Corbin and Shinsuke Nakamura. You know, the thing is, if they, like I said, I've always been a Nakamura fan. And you know what? To his credit, Baron Corbin has put on some good matches in his career. Just let him fucking have a match and stop doing the stupid,
the king crown.
I stole the crown, so now I'm the king, and blah, blah. Like, no one cares. Dude, it's not 1991 anymore. We don't fucking care. It's bad enough that you got, Admiral Aziz or whatever the fuck it is that comes out with Apollo Crews. I'm like, really, dude? Is this like 1990 superstars again? Because stop doing that shit. Please, just stop, Vince. Just for the love of God. Stop.
You're fired.
Oh, God. Choking on my own rage, folks, I tell you. But yeah, so they had this whole stupid thing. Rick Boggs welcomed Shinsuke Nakamura out so that he could crown him the new king of SmackDown. I don't know. Just bring back the king of the ring. Make a real king. I don't care. Right. Shut up. But someone knew how much I was suffering here. And my boy Seth Rollins wrecked the whole celebration by jumping on the mic and announcing that he himself should be the number one contender for Roman Reigns' Universal title. And it was kind of cool how he did this, because the whole show leading up to us, he did the whole thing with Bayley and Bianca, and he was like, ha ha, I'm laughing, I'm Seth Rollins, ha ha ha. And then when he mentioned the fact that he should be number one contender, he's all like, yeah, nah, I ain't fucking laughing no more. So I like Rollins a lot. He's always good. Wade Boggs was best friends with Kurt Hennig. Maybe it's Wade's son. Good point. Yes, you are correct, Pops. Wade Boggs and Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, were very good chums. I wonder if, speaking of which, Mr. Perfect was on the infamous Wade Boggs flight that they did the episode of It's Always Sunny about, where he apparently drank, 120 beers on the flight and then hit like a home run the next day. Yeah, that's a great episode. All right, so where the fuck was I now? Yeah. Stupid, all that crap. But yeah, Seth Rollins, thank you for ending that shit. Things kept rolling as Big E upended Apollo Crews to earn himself a spot in the upcoming Money in the Bank ladder match. That was actually a pretty damn good match. I will give them that. Sami Zayn told us all about the Cosmos and Karma as the conspiracy continues, when it was revealed that Sami will once again take on KO Kevin Owens this coming Friday in a last man standing match. And that also is a Money in the Bank qualifying match. So hoping for good things. Not going to keep my fingers crossed because,
Yeah, we know.
Vince lives to disappoint me.
Yeah, he disappoints a lot of people.
Yeah, I know. I ain't the only one. It's like Seinfeld, the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. But anyways, Liv Morgan picked up her second consecutive victory over Carmella as she tried to make a case as to why she should be in the Money in the Bank ladder match instead of Carmella. And it makes sense since she just beat her 2 weeks in a row. Yet they announced Carmella's going to be in the Money in the Bank match. So whatevs, dog. And in the main event, Jimmy Uso was out to prove that he can do for Reigns what, quote unquote, what Jay do. That's what he said.
What Jay do?
What Jay do. Pop says, I thought KO was off. I guess we were mistaken. And I'm happy to know that he is not, because he's one of my all-time favorite things about the current state of the WWE. Yes, so what Jay do when he took on and defeated Dolph Ziggler to prove his worthiness to the head of the table. But things weren't over just yet, because after the match, it was time for a rated R, wink, wink, nod, nod, championship celebration. It's a celebration, Roman Reigns. Or was that just a shoot? Pops, my ADHD is kicked in. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm all over the place now. So,
That's fair.
He was talking about Kevin Owens. I'm sorry. Yes, that was a shoot. Kevin Owens did not really get his arm fucked up. Thanks, buddy. Sorry. Woo-hoo. Spinning the hamster wheel here. So, yes. Okay, so it's time for a championship celebration as Paul Heyman and the WWE Universal Champion made their way out to the ring. Paul E. Well, I always call him Paul E. I know
I get it.
Paul Heyman now, but okay, he's still Paul E. to me. Love that guy. He grabbed the mic and praised Roman Reigns' dominance throughout the past year. And I mean, nobody works the mic like Heyman. He totally just shot the whole SmackDown roster on the bus and was like, yeah, guess what? He's beat all you. All you suck. So Heyman gold per usual. And then it was interesting because he told the WWE universe to get ready for something that's never been done on television. And then he handed the mic to Reigns and he had that, Frank Gorshin Riddler look on his face like, oh, here we go. This is going to be great. And as soon as Reigns picks up the mic and he just opens his mouth, all of a sudden you hear, you think you know me. On this day, flooded through the Thunderdome, Edge hit the fucking ring, beating the shit out of Reigns, hits him with the spear, and just as he was about to send him up for the concerto, Mr. Uso boy, Jimmy, the one that's still cool with Roman apparently, he interfered, only to be speared through the barricade himself as Heyman and the WWE Universal Champion headed for the hills. So yes, folks, for the first time since WrestleMania, the Rated R Superstar is back in town, and he means business.
And he gets a title shot right off the top.
Well, keep in mind, though, this I don't have a problem with. Pops Goldstein knows. Alter Bridge. Remember when I played that song for you at the quarter deck that night? Totally blew his mind. He was so psyched. But
did you guys hold hands and sing Kumbaya afterwards?
We may have serenaded. There could have been some little hops and skips and what forth. Joshua Snare says, hello, Josh. Welcome back to the show, buddy. Much appreciated. Always happy to have you here. But, yeah. Fucking, I thought it was good the way they did this because... Believe it or not, I remembered. Yeah. Pops. Okay. On this day, we wish we were Creed. No, we will never wish.
Don't ever say that, Bob.
Alter Bridge was actually not that bad. Well,
nobody ever wants to be Creed. Creed doesn't want to be Creed.
But Boss Staff or whatever the stupid Jesus boy name was. Anyways, again, let me finish this. Okay, so Reigns, Edge. I like it because Reigns did not pin Edge at WrestleMania. Did he not? Or no, didn't he throw them on top of each other? Daniel Bryan was on top of him. So I guess, yeah, he sandwiched them. Whatever. I don't know.
Reigns passed out, didn't he?
No, Reigns put fucking Daniel Bryan on top of Edge.
That's right. That's what
it was. So, yes, Edge did get pinned. But I don't know. I like it. And I'm still digging this whole storyline with Reigns and the Usos and stuff.
I like that storyline.
So, once again, we say this every week now pretty much. I think this is the best still storyline that WWE's got going for them.
Especially where stocks are going down on both shows. Although Raw was a little bit better on their stocks this week, but it seems like SmackDown has kind of taken a turn ever since WrestleMania. So.
It's weird because they fluctuate. Like I said, the stock market rises and crashes and rises and crashes. Bob Ghostly, you want to come on? Do you think you're ready? Do you think you could put on my Stone Cold vest and pop open these Steve Weisers?
Everybody's got a price.
Everybody's got to pay.
When the check clears, Pops, we'll talk.
We'll take it up in our weekly meeting there, Pops. Don't you worry, pal.
That's how Nighthawk got here. Her check cleared, and she's on for a few episodes.
Right? Pops will have some interesting things.
Where is it?
Who's getting paid?
When you cleared, does not your bank account.
I get paid. Fuck, man.
Drink some more beer.
You damn right I will, because I ain't getting paid.
You finish a can right to the fucking
frothy. Quite a little bit of head in that glass there. Al Snow style.
Did you catch any of Raw, or will Raw be new to you?
I unfortunately did not have enough time, and I believe it or not, I actually wish I had. After watching SmackDown, they showed the ads for what was it, Drew McIntyre and Orton and somebody else.
It was supposed to be Orton, but we'll get into that.
All right, yeah. So it seemed intriguing. So spill the beans there, buddy.
You want to go grab your thingy real quick?
You kick off the Raw report, and I shall return.
Well, if I kick it off, you can't hear it.
It's going to take me like 30 seconds.
Well, I'll be done in 30 seconds.
We'll pop you back in when you...
Speedy Gonzalez, yippee.
So, Monday Night Raw with the Raw report. Raw kicked off with the announcement that Randy Orton was unable to compete due to circumstances beyond the WWE's control. Raw was kicking off with a Money in the Bank Battle Royal that Orton was supposed to be in, but in Orton's place, Riddle handwrote a note giving Riddle permission. The note was supposed to be from Randy Orton.
What?
Shut up, I'm talking.
See, you should have got rid of him.
And we're back.
God, I gotta start all over.
I missed everything, didn't I?
You fucking missed it.
That's it. I'm fired.
No, not yet.
You're saving that for our anniversary episode?
Yes.
You can't be fired if you're not being paid.
Very well said, Nighthawk. Mm-hmm.
Then you're suspended.
Well, I guess it's back to reefer for me. See you later.
So what I just mentioned is Raw was kicking it off with a battle royal for Money in the Bank. Orton was supposed to be a part of it, but Orton could not compete due to circumstances beyond WWE's control.
Joshua Snare, sorry to interrupt. You can get a hell yeah. Anytime anybody wants a hell yeah on this show, you get a hell yeah. So
hell yeah.
Snare, oh, hell yeah. Sorry, continue.
So Orton was supposed to be part of this battle royal. Riddle came up to, I don't know their fucking names, GM and all that shit.
GMOs?
I don't know. The Riddle came up with a handwritten note in crayon that was supposed to be from Randy Orton, giving Riddle permission to partake in the Battle Royal in Orton's absence.
So Orton signed Riddle a permission slip like in elementary school?
But Riddle wrote it himself, so he forged the permission slip.
Yeah, I always took Randy Orton for being the kind of guy who always writes in crayon.
Yes.
Everybody has like their own quirk. That's his.
Right? That's how he signs his checks.
It's not wrong.
Today I'll use green. Tomorrow's orange.
So Riddle was in the Battle Royal to kick off Raw for a Money in the Bank spot. And Riddle ended up winning the Battle Royal. But the 24/7 championship was also changed in like 4 times.
Oh, God, that thing's still around.
Yeah,
Why?
it's stupid. Get rid of it.
They should have retired it with Gronk. Gronk was the best 24/7 champion ever. That should have been it. End it with Gronk. You should have taken that belt down to Tampa with him.
So Riddle won the Battle Royal. He got himself into the Money in the Bank spot out of the Battle Royal. Next, we saw Nikki Cross and Shayna Baszler. Nikki Cross defeated via a pinfall, as also Alexa Bliss made her way to ringside and took out Nia Jax and Reginald to help cause a distraction.
Did she have her creepy doll back, or is the doll still dead because Shayna Baszler like stomped her face in or whatever?
No, the doll's still dead.
All right.
I wish they would give him.
I know, right? It's just like the saddest thing when a doll dies on Raw.
Well, especially Lily.
Although it could have been worse. At least the doll didn't get punted like the baby that she
I was just going to say that.
Punted that was Lita's like a party or miscarried baby. Oh, man. Those were
good job
times.
Oh, the things that WWE cannot do nowadays.
I mean, honestly, much like we were saying before, like it was one of those. The first time you see Hell in a Cell, you'll never forget it. That was one of those moments for me. Seeing Snitsky come up, punt this baby, and find out the whole storyline is that Kane like forced Lita into marriage and got her pregnant, and then she had a miscarriage. It was like, and you're gonna top this off with him walking out to the ring and just punting a baby into the crowd. All right.
Things you can't do in WWE anymore.
And one of those things once you see, you cannot unsee either.
This is true. Then we had Kofi Kingston came out and was confronting Bobby Lashley, who was not on Raw because he was on a much well-deserved vacation, according to MVP. Yeah. And then MVP came out, and after the two went back and forth on the mic, Kingston was fired up from MVP aiding Bobby Lashley and attacking Xavier Woods last week because Xavier Woods got his ass handed to him Raw in the Hell in a Cell.
I did actually see some of that, actually, now that you mention it. Yeah.
That was pretty badass. Fucking Lashley destroyed him.
Sorry, real quick. Pop said when Snitsky was around, I was out on WWE. Yeah, dude, I was actually out before that. I had a long gap there after WCW and ECW went under and Vince just monopolized everything that I did not watch wrestling, believe it or not, from like probably 2001-ish, 2002, all the way until like, oh God, was it like 2009 or something like that? I got back into it. I had knee surgery, hit up my boy Single H. I was like, dude, the Rumble's on tonight. You want to come by? And he was like, why not? It's been a while. He was the same, hadn't watched it in years. And then we were like, all right, it's the Rumble. We're back.
Here we are.
Yeah.
MVP said he'd fight Kingston, but his knee injury left him not cleared for combat. Kofi ran from the ring and laid out MVP with a Trouble in Paradise to end the segment. Knocked out.
Evidently, I'm guessing maybe Hell in a Cell. We're going to see Kofi versus Bobby Lashley for the Z title.
You mean Money in the Bank?
Sorry. Pop says, I was way too busy not having sex with hot babes. That pretty much makes sense, Pop. Yeah. Well, at that time, I was so involved in my Bible studies, I had no time for wrestling.
All right.
Or sex.
Satanic Bible studies, that is.
My kind
nobody wants to have sex with me. Don't worry about that.
Then
I don't know why anyone would.
Then we had Doudrop and Eva Marie. They defeated Asuka and Naomi via pinfall. Dewdrop is like Eva Marie's sidekick now, but she looks like a big fucking blueberry.
We're gonna go with Mountain Dewdrop because I remember you mentioned that name last week, and I was like, "What the fuck is Dewdrop?" Yes. So they come up with was Vince out like some crisp, winter morn, and was like, look at the dewdrops falling from the trees. That's a great name for a wrestler.
I guess.
Dewdrop. Mountain Dew. We're calling her Mountain Dew from now.
Vince needs to go away.
Let's just call her Mountain Dew. That's what we're going.
Then we had Ricochet versus John Morrison, which ended in a double countout. Ricochet hit a dive on Morrison as he was behind on the ringside barricade. Neither man made it back before the 10.
So
your traditional.
Let me ask you this: before they ended it in that stupid finish, I've always been a fan of Morrison. I like Morrison, and I know that God, I always forgot his name. Spider-Man guy there. You just said Ricochet. They can put on a fucking quality match. Was it? Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Yeah.
That was probably one of the better matches on Raw until you get the Jackson Riker and Elias, because that was a tremendous match, which is coming up very shortly. But yeah, Ricochet and John Morrison, definitely go watch that on your DVR. That was one for the evening. Then...
Hold on. Guy Manley says, is Liz still around? If you're referring to Miss Elizabeth, I hate to inform you, pal. No.
Miz.
Oh, Miz. I'm sorry.
Yes, Miz is in
a
wheelchair.
Liz. I was like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, pal, but unfortunately, Miss Elizabeth is no longer with us.
No, the Miz is in a wheelchair right now.
Why?
I don't fucking know. The zombies ate him.
I was going to say, is this an after effect of when Morrison got murdered by zombies?
Yeah. And then, as you put it, the stocks here on Raw really went down because I'm really tired of seeing these fucking Flair, Tamina, and Natalya. They defeated Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, and Rhea Ripley via pinfall. Flair hit Rose with a big boot, got the 3 count, and after the match, Ripley hit Flair with a chop block in the knee before running off like a little scared bitch. End this, move these people over to SmackDown, switch the ladies division up because it is unfortunately worthless.
Well, you see, I got to say on the other side of the coin, though, as far as SmackDown goes, I'm actually, especially after seeing Hell in a Cell, I'm digging this Bianca and Bayley feud, to be honest with you.
I like that feud, but these ones right here specifically, though, on Raw, the Flair, the Ripley, Tamina, Natalya, and the Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke, it's just getting old. It's the same shit every week. Just change it up. Like
the only thing that's changed now since before Mania even is they just took poor Asuka out of the picture and doing nothing with her now. I'm sure.
Well, yeah, because she's doing that shit. And she's with the Alexa Bliss and.
Oh, she's into. You did it again. He said Alexa.
So yeah,
that never gets old.
But then the stocks, in my eyes, the stock here kind of really went up with Jackson Riker and Elias, and the good old fashioned strap match.
Oh, that's right.
Leather strap match, and this one did not disappoint. Some very good bumps, some good whips with the leather strap. I highly recommend checking this one out if you have it saved on your DVR, because this one, it brought it back. Because you and I talked about the leather strap matches before with Sting and Vader, and it was kind of along that lines. It was as ruthless as WWE can be right now. Put it that way.
It's very intriguing. And you know what else just made my old noodle scratch here? If I'm not mistaken, last week I mentioned during the Dynamite deposition that it's already been announced that QT Marshall is challenging Cody to a strap match. So I wonder if WWE was like, well, we'll steal that before you have the chance.
Right. So Riker defeated Elias in that match. So highly check that out, because that was one of the turning points of Raw.
Now, are we talking like Savio Vega Stone Cold strap match caliber, or?
Yeah, maybe a little better.
Because that was a good feud back when Stone Cold was coming up. I like the Savio Stone Cold shit. So,
and then we had our main event. We had Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles versus Riddle in a Money in the Bank qualifier match.
Say that 3 times fast.
Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles versus Riddle in Money. No, I can't.
There you go.
I tried.
You gave it the old
best effort.
I gave it the old college
try. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Welcome to Delta House.
My kid's trying to call me right now because she's on vacation somewhere warm.
Well, what do you? Is it like freezing where you are?
There's 104 today.
There you go. I know you're not that far from me. I was gonna say.
Sorry, got distracted. So Drew McIntyre, AJ Styles, and Riddle. I caught some of the highlights on this on the Peacock station because I fell asleep watching it. Drew McIntyre did defeat both AJ Styles and Riddle to get his qualifier in the Money in the Bank match, which I find kind of weird, where he can't challenge Bobby Lashley for the title as long as Bobby Lashley is champion.
Yeah,
so,
I thought that same thing.
So does this mean Lashley's going to drop the title at Money in the Bank, or is there a title change, or are they just trying to push Drew McIntyre to suck? Because,
I think it. Sorry to cut you off. My take on that, I think what they're going to do is say, then this was the whole reason why they did this whole stipulation and why, it was a great match. Why Lashley won over McIntyre at Hell in a Cell, because now the whole stipulation, as you said, he can't challenge again. Well, if he's got the Money in the Bank, he's legally obligated to challenge whatever champion he wants. He can even challenge Bianca Belair if he wanted to. So.
So again, I didn't see that match, so I don't know the quality. I saw the highlights. The highlights look good, but as we know, highlights can always be deceiving. McIntyre did win, and he now earns his spot in Money in the Bank ladder match.
Wow, didn't see that coming.
No.
Hold on, I'm going to sidebar real quick. I got to blow snot rockets. I don't want to do this on the camera.
Well, now that we know about it, you might as well just do it on camera.
I'm still trying to. I'm trying to hold on to what little sex appeal I still have here, Dave. We can't all be heartbreak kids like yourself.
Hands off the merchandise.
Guy Bailey says
to win a title with crowd. Yes, we talked about that last week, Guy.
Yeah, they're definitely going to put the belt back on McIntyre. Vince loves that guy.
I bet you see a lot of title changes when the crowd starts getting back involved at SummerSlam,
which frightens me because I actually like what they've done with Reigns and what they've been doing with Lashley. Keep the fucking belt on these guys for a while. Remember that period where it was like every week there was a different champion? Like it's like reminds you of the garbage they were doing towards the end of WCW. It's like let's have a lengthy champion for some time, please.
Right, exactly. And then I kind of would like to see Jackson Riker challenge Bobby Lashley.
Pops. I wish I could have said I had to feed my cats, but I have no meows. No meows.
No meows.
Lots of barking dogs, but no meows.
I have a meow.
And rats. I have 2 rats that I named Bubba Ray and Devon, by the way. So,
do you really?
I got my own Dudley boys. Yeah, I really do. Yeah. We have rats now, and I dubbed them Bubba Ray and Devon. I don't think anyone else calls them that, but that's my names for them.
One of them should have been Splinter.
That would be great, but then it's like, all right, how do you... that one rat, it's like, okay, you're the chosen one because you got to be Splinter. The other rat's name's going to be like, what?
I'm not cool enough?
Yeah, Rat King. Nobody liked Rat King. He was evil. But nice TMNT reference there, Nighthawk. Stay sharp.
I have my moments.
You do. Don't sell yourself short.
I'm looking for something that I pulled up earlier. I'm trying to find the picture to put it up. There it is. Please hold.
The call you have dialed cannot be completed.
Why don't you go into your little gift of whatever?
Okay. Yeah. So I got to give big time props to my boy, the mighty Gabeth. Gabo, if you happen to be watching. I headed out to the old Duck Inn pub last night, my old stomping grounds there, and my boy came up from Jersey, and he gave me something that freaking blew me away, dude. I hope I can get this on camera all right, because it really is pretty awesome. Now, I knew this picture very well because, as I mentioned many times on the show, I am obsessed with Bret the Hitman Hart's autobiography. I absolutely love that book. I've read it cover to cover countless times. Can't get enough, can't recommend it enough for all you actual readers out there who like to read real books and not read on your phone, because I hate reading on the phone.
Speaking of books, go buy Jericho's book because I want to buy it.
Oh, Jericho's got a new book out, doesn't he? Yeah, I heard about that. Oh, I've read every one of his books so far, and they are phenomenal. So I got to get that.
But this one has all of his notes from all of his matches.
Yeah, it's like the 30-year fucking thing. Yeah.
What?
You read?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I read wrestling books.
I basically just read like autobiographies about awesome rock stars like Lemmy from Motorhead or
I
Black
used to read the
Sabbath
stuff
or
for the articles.
athletes. Terry Francona's book. I know you hate the Red Sox there, Diggs, but Terry Francona's book is one of the greatest books, not even sports books, one of the greatest books I've ever read. But I digress. Okay.
Have you read Michael's book, Beyond Wrestling?
No, I have not read the Sexy Boy book, actually. I've read all of Foley's books, all of Chris Jericho's books, The Hitman, both of JR's books. I cannot recommend enough. Jim Ross's books were phenomenal. I actually have a personally signed copy of JR's book, Under the Black Hat, that's dedicated just to me. Pops Ghostly, in Soviet Russia, phone reads you. That is correct, yes. Okay. So,
back to you.
Without any further ado, I got to give big time props out to my boy, Gabbo, the Mighty Gabeth, because he hooked me up with a picture that I fell in love with from reading Bret Hart's book. This is actually a drawing that Bret the Hitman Hart did himself, and that's actually in the book. But my boy hooked me up with, I don't know, hopefully you guys can see
I got it. Yeah, go ahead.
It's a little shiny here. This is actually really signed by Bret the Hitman Hart. In the bottom little corner there, if you can see it, there is a signature.
Did you say Bret drew that?
Bret drew this picture. This is actually in his book. He didn't personally draw this one himself, but that signature right down there, I don't even want to touch it.
I got it.
Is legit. I have Bret the Hitman Hart's fucking autograph. So, Gabbo, Mighty Gabbo, I cannot thank you enough. Honestly, this really means a lot to me. This is one of the coolest things anyone has ever given to me, and this could not have come at a better time on a very actual, believe it or not, I can be serious from time to time. On a serious note, this is a rough week for me. I lost my best friend in the world 20 plus years ago. Tomorrow, or July 1st, if you will. So it's always a rough time for me. I hate the month of June. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll know that I posted something this morning that featured Johnny Cash giving the fucking FU to June, because things for me in June just don't work out well, except for Hell in the Cell. So this meant a lot to me. So, Gabbo, you fucking rock, dude. Thank you. That was awesome. I needed that right now. So here's to you, brother.
Now, is that from Gabe, the one, like,
Yeah.
From
he specifically, I told him last night at the bar, I was like, I'm totally putting this on the show tomorrow. And he's like, make sure you refer to me as either the Mighty Gabeth or Gabbo. Anyone who's a Simpsons fan will know what Gabbo is. Yes. So, yeah,
very well played, Mr. Gabe. Very well played.
Big time props to my brother from another mother. That was pretty awesome. No doubt about it.
So, what I wanted to pull up, because we were talking about championships and reigns, and maybe we could actually have a long-term champion.
Yeah, right.
I found this on the interwebs yesterday on my Facebook wall, and I figured since we've been talking about it.
Oh, the old facey spaces, eh?
Yeah.
The Insta-face, if you will. Yeah. All right, Flair, we know.
Flair. But my question, and you and I, Mr. Torrance, have talked about.
Oh, Jay has 10. That's hilarious.
Like you and I have talked about this a couple of times on the show with, like Flair and Cena and Triple H. That many title reigns, is it something to be proud of, or is it something to be like you push someone else over to get a belt? Or, because to your point earlier, Bruno Sammartino, 2 years running, RVD with the TV title, multiple years running with that. We don't see championships run like that for a while. So, I don't know. I feel like this was kind of relevant to bring up just because we've talked about it many times and kind of eye-opening to see.
Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense, and you're right. Yes, and thank you for bringing up my point before about, obviously, well before our time, but the days of the legendary Bruno Sammartino, who friggin', oh shit, I trade my 1998 NIB splitter and stuff. Oh, we're going to have to start see, Pop's got it. Yeah, dude. That's right on. Thanks, buddy. I thought we were going to have to start a Ninja Troll podcast here pretty soon, because they've been a hot topic tonight.
I mean, not mad about it.
Yeah, right. I can totally get down on that if you guys are interested. Hell yeah. I got some stories about the Toidles.
We'll see Wayne Gretzky on steroids.
Ninja, rap. Go, Ninja, go. Oh, bring it back, Vanilla Ice. We miss you.
Yeah.
Diesel is Super Shredder, dude. The Secret of the Ooze. Those.
Wasn't Corey Feldman Donatello?
You are, as Ed McMahon would say, that is correct, sir. Yes. Good old Corey was, in fact, Donatello. But, Where the fuck were we before Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I don't know.
Title reigns.
Yeah. So thank you. I think the big thing is nowadays, back then, that was all the rage. Like, especially because it was the territory days. You would have the champions, and the promoters would trade off talent. And so the rule of thumb was, if you're taking a talent from someone else's company and put him on your show, and he's a champion, guess what? He don't drop the belt on your show. Oh no. So this is all part of the modern era of wrestling for me as far as that goes. I mean, I think the biggest downside, really the only downside as far as I'm concerned to the whole Attitude Era and the Monday Night Wars thing and everything like that, is that's what ushered in this whole, okay, we're not only going to change the belt every fucking week, sometimes we're going to change the belt 3 times on one show. It's like, stop. No. I'm all for... once again, I love what they're doing with Reigns right now. He's held the belt for a year now?
Yeah,
and good. I like it. And he's been, I think, to be perfectly honest with you, this is the best I've ever seen Roman Reigns. This is the most I've ever liked him since he first came into the WWE, to be honest with you. It's unfortunate they took him so long to turn him heel, because he just works better as a heel, in my opinion.
Oh, I think so too.
I always respected his in-ring work as a face, but I never bought it. And of course, then there was the infamous Royal Rumble where the Philly crowd is chanting, "We want Rusev" at the end, because everybody knew Reigns was gonna win. And then they even brought out The Rock, because Vince was like, and The Rock's sitting there like, "Yeah, this is my cousin, but boy, I don't want to be in this ring right now." Why they ever did that Rumble in Philly, of all places, I will never understand.
Oh. And any cahoots, I think it's time to break into the wonderful world of wrestling attire.
Ooh, we're getting to the meat and potatoes portion of the show there, aren't we, laddie?
Oh, we are. And we have picked out some wrestling attire for you, Sir Jack Torrance.
Oh, this ought to be interesting. Just please, as I texted you guys earlier, just don't make me tensai. Don't make me tensai.
Miss Nighthawk, I have wrestling attire for you as well.
I just want to say real quick, what was up with Tensai? We all knew he was Prince Alberto. Did he suddenly become Asian over time, and we were just going to buy this? Like, oh, all of a sudden, yeah, Prince Albert's from Japan now. Yeah.
With the tattoos all over his face.
Yeah, and they put him in the stupid, fruit roll-up looking friggin' trunks. Like, oh, God, nobody wants to see that, dude. Ugh. So don't make me Tensai. Otherwise, have at it.
Oh, we had at it.
Oh, I'll bet you did. I wish I had the power of this technology, because I got a few in mind for you myself there, Mr. Podcast Kid.
Well, you could have sent the pictures over.
Yeah. Mistakes were made. Balls were dropped. Fumbles.
Ball games were weak,
Oh my God. I changed one of mine at the last minute, but me and you, Diggs, would have had one of the same things.
For you?
No, for the worst.
Oh, okay.
Oh, for the second portion of the main event of our show.
So shall we kick it off with the wrestling attire we would do for each other, or just the wrestling attire in general for the wrestlers?
I think we should save and for anyone out there, I'm glad you put that out on the old Facey space there, seeing your Podcast Kid. Anyone out there has any ideas for any three of us? What kind of wrestling attire would we wear, in your opinion, if we were pro wrestlers? So that segment, I think we should save for last. Okay. I think we ought to kick her off with the old worst wrestling entrance attires.
Let's do this. We're just going to run down the list of pictures we got in there and go with that?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Let's put that first one up there. You putting them up, or am I putting them up?
Am I going for, or you guys got something in store for me first? Because just to let the audience know, I have no idea what you guys are going to put up about me.
Oh, wait, he only has one picture, so why don't we do his first?
All right, we'll do yours first, because Amy and I put pictures up of wrestlers in their attire.
Oh, yeah, wait, I'm getting a sidetrack. No, I'm sorry. Yes, don't listen to me. I was talking about the main event portion of the segment. All right. I just totally fucked myself there. Sorry.
Okay. I'm going to bring this train back on track here. We're going to rock it off with Battle Cat.
I'm so glad. Yeah. Yes. I'm so glad you put that out. Now, I was trying to remember, because I came across this today.
It's
and I was
so bad.
I was so, yes, you were correct. Seriously, what is I have so many questions. And the fact that they ripped off poor Battle Cat from He-Man, Master of the Universe, I don't like that. That's not cool. You don't fuck with Cringer on my watch there, Vince. But I was trying to remember. I didn't have a chance to look at this. When was this? That had to have been like early 90s, right?
It had to have been. I mean, like, you look at the ring, it's the red, white, and blue ropes. He's always a jobber.
This looks like Superstars Saturday morning kind of shit.
Saturday morning Superstars or something like
11 a.m. followed by Monster Jam.
That was a good one.
Yep. Miss Nighthawk, do you have one to share yourself?
Did we have the same one? That one was mine, I think.
I'm sorry.
I was just putting pictures up that we put in there. So
see, I don't know what you guys conversed on here.
So we can just roll with the pictures and converse on them.
Yeah.
So if you want to put them up or whatever.
Oh yeah,
He's got Gonzalez.
Yep, that was on my list. No doubt about it.
I'm so sorry.
Like, why a body
to be
suit
done.
muscle with this? And not to point it out, but I'm going to point it out. It's right there. The big ass fucking happy trail. Like,
right? What's with the weird like fake hat? Dude? Like, I mean, seriously, like he's got like werewolf pubes or something. What is that shit? And the best part about this was like, you know how Vince is just. I mean,
somewhere in the WWE universe, I thought this was great.
He, loves the big dudes. I mean, Andre was Andre. He had the Big Show, he had this and that. But Giant Gonzalez, everyone always wondered, what the fuck is that supposed to be? And I didn't know until years later. Apparently, it was Vince McMahon's idea to put him in that weird werewolf pube suit. So, because I guess he like had like scrawny chicken legs or something. So it was like, why don't you just put him in the gym? Yeah, this is why you like can't really tell what his legs
I
actually.
wouldn't say they're scrawny, but
according to Vince, though, you have to keep in mind because Vince only, especially at that time, this was what WrestleMania 9 or no. This was the Vegas one.
This was 9. Caesar's
it
Palace.
Was 9. Yeah, Caesar's Palace, Vegas. Yeah, okay. It was like, dude, the guy couldn't fucking work to save his life. It was like Vince just wanted that. Oh, he's an odd attraction, so let's put him out there. But yet at the same time, his body looks like crap compared to all the other superstars. And so we'll just make him bodysuit man from like George Costanza and Seinfeld. Like, hey, bodysuit man, yeah. The horror, like Apocalypse Now style, the horror. And every time I see that, like that picture right there. Honestly, dude, my heart just goes out to the poor fucking Undertaker because that was when he was in that stretch where they're like, well, you're awesome. You're really over, but we have no one for you. Look at him. He just is like, poor guy sitting there like, yeah, you know what? Fuck you, Vince. I ain't doing WrestleMania 10 years next year. I'm going to be injured. Trust me. Fuck you. That's the real reason why Taker wasn't at WrestleMania 10.
Let's move on to the next one because there's some good ones in here.
It's only gonna get grander from here.
Magneto.
Oh, God, I forgot all about that.
I don't even remember this.
That was
it looks like he's wearing pajamas.
Oh God! All right, so yeah, we have Wolverine here. That's Hugh Jackman.
Is
that's
that you?
That is Hugh Jackman. This is when
is that Dolph Ziggler?
I want to say this was the way Vince promoted the film Logan, which was Hugh Jackman's last role as playing Wolverine. And it is, oh God, I love that movie. That's a whole nother, we really need to do a movie show. God, I love that fucking movie. Everything I ever wanted as a lifelong Wolverine fan, I got in that movie. Logan was awesome. But they were doing the promoting thing there. And what the hell was the guy's name? He was originally the Bunny Rabbit. The guy who was done up in the Magneto suit. Pops.
Someone come in.
What I know his name. I know who Magneto is there.
Say it.
He was very popular for a time, and he was actually a guy I really liked that they utilized like this. He was
Pops says, is that Drew McIntyre?
No, it was oh God, I remember he feuded with fucking Cena and shit.
The Google.
I wish it was Gobbly Goober. His name was why the hell can't I remember this guy's name one? Anyways, but he was really big a couple of years ago. And really over, I don't know. I keep thinking the name Sal Sincere. That's not even close. But He would come out with like wearing a scarf, and he was very arrogant, kind of like that model character. But he was really good. And I'll figure this out like 3 a.m. I'll be laying in my bed like, oh yeah, that's his name. So.
Damien Sandow.
Damien Sandow. Thank you, Pops, to the rescue. Yes.
And Amy got it too, I believe, right at the same time.
Yes. Look at that. Mm-hmm.
Teamwork makes the dream.
You guys both you each put a puck in the net right at the same time.
Right at the buzzer.
Slap shooters.
So this was an interesting one to me next.
What in the
That's Kevin Nash as Oz.
Oh, Oz! Oh my God, you're right. Yes. Oh, thank you.
That was a Miss Nighthawk find. That wasn't even
Nighthawk. Yes.
Nighthawk's gonna win on this one tonight.
Fuck Bitcoin or Dogecoin or whatever. I'm investing in you, Nighthawk. This is the way to go.
Nighthawk coin.
Nighthawk coin. That's
Somebody
right.
believes in me.
Dude, you got it. Yeah, because this was another one. I was literally throwing this fucking show together like up until the last 2 minutes we went on the air tonight. I've had a long week. But yes, I'm so glad you put that up there because I almost forgot about. Yes. That, believe it or not, is fucking Kevin Nash.
Yes. Big Daddy Cool Diesel himself.
They should have just had him come out as Super Shredder. He would have looked a lot better than that.
Right.
So was this like when he was on the Indies or?
It had to be because if you look at the background, it looks like it's
right.
Like a gym and he was, with the curtains up.
I remember he was Vinny Vegas in WCW before he came in as Shawn Michaels' bodyguard in WWF. So,
but apparently he's paid his dues.
Oh boy, is he ever! And he no longer has any knees to speak of, from my understanding.
Nighthawk's gathering some information.
91?
1991.
That was a hell of a year for me.
I was 11.
I was 10, and my parents were told that I had 2 weeks to live. Here I am, unfortunately for you all.
Is that picture with Steven Tyler?
Yes, that was the infamous a certain hospital that will go unnamed because I can't afford to get sued. But yeah, they totally botched the fact that I had a very, very ruptured appendicitis and told my parents I had 2 weeks to live. Sorry, we don't know what's wrong with the kid, yada, yada, yada. Luckily, my folks were nice enough to bring me up to Mass General. Got to hand it to Dr. Ryan. That's the only reason now I'm still here. My appendix not only ruptured, I went kaboom. And while I was there, it just happened to be around Christmas time. Yes, Steven Tyler and Joe Perry of Aerosmith would come visit all the little chillins. So I was high as a cat on morphine and hadn't slept in like a month. And my poor Ma's there wasn't slept either. And I was just dozing off and I hear this commotion and I'm like, because I would have to get my blood drawn like 3 times a day because my white blood cell count was so bad they couldn't believe I was still alive, blah, 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 blah. And I remember I was just dozing off and I hear some commotion. And before I opened my eyes, I was like, go away. I finally found asleep because I thought it was a nurse or a doctor or whatever. And all of a sudden I hear this, hey, what's happening, little man? And I look, it's Steven Tyler and Joe Perry. So I never know. Maybe it might be worth your while to get an appendicitis, kids. You might be able to meet somebody cool.
Although Steven Tyler does look more like my grandma, so.
Well, this was 91. And you know what the funny thing is? I have this picture, man. I think I put it up on Facebook recently.
That's why I remember it, yeah.
I'll have to bring it up because my dad found it. I thought it was gone forever. But there's like, all right, so you got Steven Tyler and Joe Perry both wearing Santa Claus hats. And they are literally fresh out of rehab. This is when they were recording the Get a Grip album, when the whole band actually finally went into rehab. So you got them looking like hell. My poor Ma is right there next to Steven Tyler. The poor thing stayed by my side the whole time. She had never fucking slept in like 2 months. And then there's me who's like this 10-year-old little like dying thing that has this big tube up his nose. And I'm like,
high on morphine.
Yeah, like fuck Steven Tyler, man. Right. So you're up. Yeah, weird, wacky shit, Nighthawk. You are correct. You never know what happens when you have the old appendicitis and your parents are told you have 2 weeks to live. It's pretty neat. I'm also proud to say I'm the only person I know that was actually given. I was actually given my last rites by a priest, and I'm still here to talk about it. So how about them apples?
Well, speaking of apples and wicked, weird, wacky shit, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask if I could put the picture up.
Do it up, guy. Don't wait for me. I'll just keep rambling. So take it away, Nighthawk.
Hold on.
And while you're doing that, speaking of Steven Tyler, let me say doobadab doodab 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 doodab. Is that what Steven Tyler would say if he was here?
Oh, we have said picture.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, Nighthawk coming through. There it is. Yes, my poor mama son all the way in the back. Steven Tyler looking like maybe
little Jack Torrance.
Yeah, that's believe it or not, there's the proof. I had hair at one point. There she be. Thanks, Nighthawk. Hell yeah, you are very tech savvy. This is why we need you.
Came through.
Right? Big time. Wow, I'm digging it. That's a touchdown with a 2-point conversion on top.
Well, here comes an extra point, another field goal, if you will, because we got Max Moon.
Yes, thank you. Speaking of Conan,
there he is.
That was Conan. Oh, poor Conan.
This was brought to us also by Miss Nighthawk. All these pictures up here first were brought to you by Nighthawk. She did some killer research on finding these disgusting, horrible fucking outfits.
Absolute horse shite. Because that was what it was. Now look at that real quick. Just look at that. You mean to tell me that Vince is back there looking at Conan? Conan's got to be like, fuck it. I'm in the WWF. I'm not going to fucking complain. Just like when they were going to call Mankind originally Mankind the Mutilator.
Right.
Foley hated the idea, but he was like, I ain't going to say shit because whatever. Here. Right? I'm going to be making 6 figures now, whatever. But Vince actually looked at that and said, yeah.
I'm going to pay someone to design this horrible outfit, and you're going to wear it.
What the fuck is that even like? Are those like tubings or I don't even know what that's supposed to be.
I feel like it should be on the Jetsons.
Right? Or like, excuse me, the Jetsons on fucking acid or something. Because I don't know what that was. Someone in creative actually came up with that and Vince approved that.
They're fired.
They are long since fired. Oh, yeah.
What was that, Nighthawk?
I said, I don't know if creative is the word.
That's more like someone's high on LSD or acid.
Yeah, that was like, hey, Vince was like, hey, fuck it, let's get a bunch of cocaine and have a meeting. Let's go. This sounds great. Oh boy, yeah. So I know there was one picture in particular.
It's coming up next.
Oh, because I was actually going to say, let's save the best for last. But not rules. You passed the Pops Ghostly test. And that's not easy to do, Nighthawk. So congratulations. Look at this, huh? She's all right.
She'll be signing autographs later.
She'll be styling and profiling, high-flying, limousine riding, the whole fucking nine. You know this. Woo!
And for those of you listening to this on the podcast sites and streaming sites, go watch it on YouTube because these pictures are worth 1,000 words.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I got to just throw it out real quick. I had never listened to our show, like just the audio portion.
Yeah.
I never realized just how many times I'm like doing things or referencing things that people who are listening can't see. So sorry, guys. This is all new to me. I used to work in radio. I'm not used to people seeing me. So.
Well, go to hellentertainment.com to check out all of our episodes up there if you wish to look at us and the fun stuff that we put up here. If not, then fucking just go stream it.
This is why I hate the summer. Look at this. My beard just like sweat all over my notes.
Wah, wah, wah. Here's Manitar.
Yes!
Mantar.
That's my number one.
That's yours.
Oh, you notice? Look at his little tongue sticking out there.
Yep. Who is it though? Like,
I should have sent you the picture of what he actually looked like without he would come out in the stupid headdress. And you know what's funny about this? This was actually WWF's idea at the time because one of the coolest, in my opinion, entrance attires, if you will, was when Vader would come out in WCW with that big fucking Darth Vader helmet that would shoot fucking steam out of it and stuff. So, but of course, he'd take it off before the match. This was WWF's version of that at the time. Vince is like, well, they got Vader, so, you know what we need? We need a fucking fat, castrated bull to come out and go, moo, because he would literally go, moo, when he came out. Oh, Mantar.
You should put that up, Nighthawk. Put that in the thing so we can show it.
The clip of him doing the move.
No, she sent me a picture of what Mantar looks like without.
Oh, yes, what he actually looks like. Oh, dude, it's like Bastion Booger looking shit. It's bad. Yeah, it's real bad. I wish I had said that to you earlier. That's my bad. But
did he become anything after the fact, or was he just
no?
Mantar?
No.
I don't remember him much. So
that was back in that pre Attitude Era where Vince was dealing with the steroid trials with the federal government, and they were just feeding us shit after shit after shit. I mean, you had Duke the Dumpster Drozy, Man Mountain Rock, fucking, which apparently now they're bringing back with that guy that fucking plays guitar for Nakamura. Nobody wants to see Man Mountain Rock again, trust me.
Where is it?
She's looking for the picture of Mantar without the mask on.
I just Googled Mantar earlier when I sent you those 2 pics that you showed there, and I don't know. I'm not good at this.
As she goes to look for the picture of what Mantar looks like, I'm going to pull up one of the ones that I put in here.
Okie dokie.
Because it's not just the best. It's not just the worst.
Oh, it's just incredible.
Oh,
That's Aldo Montoya.
Yes.
Who I saw managed by Jake the Snake Roberts at the time at the Cape Cod Melody Tent. And who do you think he took on in that match?
No.
It was me.
Stone Cold, Stone Cold, Stone Cold. This is when Austin was still coming up. There you go. Oh, it's even autographed. See, I thought it was something that I had Bret Hart's autograph, but this guy's got Mantar's autograph.
It completely covers Nighthawk. All these pictures do.
No, I'm sorry, darling.
Sorry.
If anything, you should
You
cover
can
my
see
face.
my eyeball a little bit.
Or maybe we'll just see. Now we'll just make
That's even
everyone
better because it covers my lean bug.
We'll make everyone assume that Diggs is actually Mantar now, so we'll just keep Oh, is that your Mantar tattoo? I know you were always a fan.
Amazing.
But yes, getting back to
Mantar.
Just incredible, Aldo Montoya.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. That was, in fact, the future ECW World Heavyweight Champion right there, who had an incredible run with Tommy Dreamer and Sandman and whatnot. But yeah, Vince was like, hey, all right, kid, I think you got some talent. So let's put a fucking yellow jockstrap on your face and put you in the ring. Have fun.
And then I found this one. I don't remember them in WCW at all. Maybe you do.
Ding Dongs?
Yes,
yeah! Ding Dongs! This is why I put this on Facebook today, dude. The fucking
I didn't even see it.
Yes, and that's what I put on that My Story fucking stupid thing on Facebook.
Oh, that was them?
Yeah, that's if you look at the triple threat picture that I edited there,
yes,
it's and I put in the caption, don't be a ding dong, support local wrestling podcasts.
I didn't even pick up on it when I found this picture.
I'm sure you weren't the only one who didn't. I got a lot of stuff going up here that makes sense to me, but to others it's like, what? So yeah, don't feel bad.
So I'm going to run through the last few ones that we have here before we get into
I just want to throw out a quick couple that because I really appreciate what you guys did here with the pictures and stuff. I wish I had gotten off my ass and gotten shit together earlier so I could have told you a couple more pictures. I would have loved to thrown up quick mentions. Obviously, thank you for the Mantar, but Glacier from WCW. Remember that?
Yeah.
You come out with the fucking whole Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat gimmick, like.
Yep.
Mad Dog. Then I don't know if you ever followed TNA back in the day, but I had to mention this. Jeff Hardy as Will-O the Wisp. Are you familiar with this?
I am not.
Consider yourself lucky because it was garbage.
Garbage.
For me too, this was always the thing. I mean, we all know the infamous introduction of the Shockmaster and how horrible that went.
Yes.
But my biggest take from that whole thing still to this day is, okay, so he gets up and he puts on the fucking mask that they wanted him, creative wanted him to wear, which was literally a stormtrooper helmet from Star Wars that was covered in fucking glitter.
Mm-hmm.
And then they wouldn't even use his real voice because I think it was like Tully Blanchard or somebody, the part when he talks, quote unquote, talks, for all of those who can not see what I'm air quoting, you can tell it's not him talking because he does this like, I don't know, it sounds like Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget. It's like, next time, Gadget, next time. Whoa. It's like, yeah, dude, he's not saying that through this glittery fucking Star Wars mask. So that was horrible. And then my last one is, without a doubt, Too Cool with their stupid fucking hats with their hair coming through it. And oh God, I hated everything about Too Cool. I no defense towards Rikishi because I know he comes from a great lineage of wrestling, but I fucking hated Too Cool. I hated Rikishi. I didn't care. Shove your butt in somebody's face in your own time, fucker.
All right, so I got 4 more pictures here. We're gonna run through real quick.
Raj,
we got Bastion Booger.
Oh yeah,
because he's wearing fucking a diaper and duct tape.
Yeah, that was another
like
one.
Richie. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like Richie from fucking we were tailgating.
This is another one of those that Vince was like, looked him up and down, and went, yes.
Let's get those tits pushed up until they fall over the
because. I mean, as many of you will know, if you getting nerdy about this shit like we do, literally everything down to catering has to be approved by Vince. That's how it works in WWE. So therefore, that means for a fact that Vince McMahon approved that to be in his ring.
He also approved this.
Oh,
Farouk.
Poor Farouk. Why? They made him like the Spartan warrior who jumped Ahmed Johnson and hurt his kidneys. And that whole gimmick came up because Ahmed Johnson actually sucked. And that's why they said his kidneys were wounded.
But then we have Vince approving this one.
Die, Rocky, die. Die, Rocky, die.
Rocky,
yes.
Maivia.
Oh, yep.
With the fucking Jerry curl hair. And
what is he wearing? Like, seriously, what is that supposed to be?
It looks like things you hang in a doorway for like a party.
It's like the beads that we used to hang across the entrance to the bathrooms at the bar I used to work at. That's what it reminds me of. Shout out to the Duck Inn Pub.
Then I saved this one for last because someone had to approve this one. And
we know who it was. Oh, thank you. Because I wanted to say yes, the weird Marilyn Manson Goldust gimmick that they did there when he was with Luna Vachon. Yep. And finally, only Vader was the one who luckily finally ended that. Yeah, what the fuck is that supposed to be, dude? Like, seriously? He's wearing like, oh God, I don't even, there's no words. There are no words.
Dustin Rhodes did some shit.
This is back to when poor Dustin, unfortunately for him, for a fact, if he agreed to that, this is definitely when he was still hardcore into drugs.
Things you can't do in WWE anymore. This.
Can you imagine at that time, too? He's like looking at guys like Austin and these guys dominate, and
Triple
then he's
H
like, "Yep, I'm gonna come out with nipple cups
in a ball gag."
Yeah, he's like the fucking gimp from Zed's basement there in fucking Pulp Fiction. Like, what the fuck is that? Oh dear Lord, what a horrible. This topic is just rehashing so many horrible memories.
So as we start to wind down the evening and our main event here, we're going to get into wrestling attire for us.
Yeah, this one scares me. I don't know.
It should.
Fuck you guys. Yeah, that's not a good sign. I don't know what you guys got in store for me.
I have to put Miss Nighthawks in here as well, but I'll do that momentarily.
I won't look. I scrolled up so I can't see it.
Just please tell me you took it easy on me, Nighthawk, because my list, I took it pretty easy on you.
Yeah,
Vince, you might as well have at it because I wasn't so easy on you.
Well, I will. I'll start with Miss Nighthawk with the attire that I picked for her. It's actually kind of fitting because it's you.
Is it just if it's?
It's basically like your everyday attire almost.
You know what? You're not wrong.
Wait, so whose attire is that?
Miss Nighthawk's.
No, I thought you meant you took this from another wrestler.
No. I found this on the
that's
the interwebs of what.
All
she
right,
would
I
be.
fucked this all up then because I just thought what wrestling attire would look great on you guys that people have actually.
That's fine.
For real.
That's fine.
That works. That's
That works
kind of
too.
what I did for you anyway. So.
All right. Oh, I'll bet you do.
So that's what I picked with Miss Nighthawk. I think everything but the Playboy Bunny thing, whatever that is, that's a belly button ring.
You know what? This pick makes
took mine
sense for one of my picks for Nighthawk because I said that she could totally rock basically any outfit of the members of the Riot Squad there. That's basically what they all wear right there. So,
should we pull a picture of the Riot Squad?
Yeah, they got studs and they, have cool hair and stuff. Before poor Ruby Riot was like, "Oh, Vince is like, hey, be in the main event this week, and then bye, you're fired."
And then Mr. Jack Torrance, I've got some attire here for you.
Oh boy,
one item.
So excited.
Why do I have? What's with the fucking? I love the knee brace. I've always wanted one of those. Love the boots, short shorts, and a fucking. What is that? A bra? Or something? Is that because I got fat man boobs?
You know it. Gotta keep them contained.
Is that my man's ear or my bro right there?
That's your bra. That's your bra.
I'm surprised you didn't throw a thong in there for Christ's sakes. Yeah, those shorts aren't going to work for me. I don't know what the booby thing's all about. Love the boots. Could totally work the gloves shirt. I'm not from Austin, but I love Stone Cold. But that fucking knee brace, dude. And the sleeve would be for, you got this right. The sleeve would be for the right knee because that's one's actually okay. I need the Stone Cold knee brace for this one that's been opened up 6 fucking times now. I even surpassed Rey Mysterio on that one. Remember when Rey was like, "I've had surgery 5 times on my left knee." Well, I got you beat, Mr. 619, because I got 666 of them. Not that I'm really proud.
I don't know how, because it's not like you're out taking bumps.
You'd be surprised, buddy. You'd be surprised. These are desperate times. I don't want to talk about what kind of bumps I'm forced to take now. Let's just leave it at that.
do you need to talk? Is Jen beating you up now?
Oh, no, that wouldn't be a problem at all. Plus, she could totally kick my ass, but I'm talking about,
shorts with pockets.
Would you never wear shorts with pockets? Oh, God. See, he pops again. He knows me better than I know myself. I would never, ever wear shorts without pockets. I'm obsessed with, as you know, I won't wear pants unless I'm wedding, funeral, or court. There's only 3 reasons why you'll ever see me actually wearing long pants. I don't care if it's fucking dead of February, but I got to have my cargos. I like my pockets. It's easier to hide drugs in.
Miss Nighthawk, I have moved my screen up so I cannot see what you have chosen for me if you would like to.
Wait, we got to do his.
No, I know, but I'm just letting you know. I could.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, wait, this is Miss Nighthawk for you.
I love you. I love you. Yes, she gets it. Yes, you made me fall.
See, I told you I was nice.
I would have gone for any one of the 3 faces. Dude, Cactus, Mankind.
Cactus is too predictable for you, though.
Well, no, I think thanks to my level of insanity, she already knows me very well. Yes, Mankind would be fitting because Mankind, that was his whole gimmick. He was a little, ooh. So thank you. First Gabbo with the Bret Hart picture, and then you made me Mick Foley. Oh, love you, Donald. Thank you. I needed that this week.
Thought we could make your week, sir.
Oh, you guys are good at what you do.
Should I do yours?
Let's do it. Scared.
Wait, are you Brother Love? Oh my God, that's like the coolest. Oh my God, Pops Ghostly. Pops Ghostly is gonna love this because Pops Ghostly is a meow man. Oh my. Floating Christmas kitty heads. So was this like the opposite of the Sinister Minister from ECW? Was this were you a manager at some point that like brought joy and to kittens or something? Where the fuck did you wait, is this
Walmart.
Photoshopped? Is that real?
No,
Holy shit.
I'd grab it, but Gabe's sleeping right now.
That is amazing.
So this
and
is
you have a matching tie.
This is the suit that I wore to a concert, Tech 9, a while before this picture was taken, where I don't remember the show.
Well,
this was taken in Rhode Island at Fet Music Hall during a Christmas show. I believe that we went. Was this the benefit show that we went crazy at fucking Five Below?
Yes, it was.
You got it, Five Below. Yes.
No. We did Five Below for donations.
I didn't know they sold such great suits.
No, we did Five Below for the Children's Hospital donations.
Oh, right on. That's awesome.
Bought a bunch of toys and.
I thought you meant you bought that suit at Five Below.
No, I bought this at Walmart for like $20.
Right?
But this suit kicks ass,
dude. I really bowled over. I kind of want to finally realize my dream of being a wrestler, and you really need to be my manager with that outfit right there. Dude, seriously.
So if we ever get together and go off for Crab Rangoons one night, I'll wear the suit.
Why is that not your picture for the show right there? That's gold, man.
I will wear that for the Christmas show. I will wear that when we go out.
I tell you, if I was a lady, I'd be percolating right now. I'll tell you what, with those looks. What a suit. What a suit.
Now you're coming through with the fucking gems today.
I'm telling you, she's killing it. I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it.
All right, so what's on your Catmiss? Catjamis.
Kajamas. Meow, meow, meow. Saucer of milk, table 2. So, meow. Yum, yum, yum. Let's see. Would you like one of my selections?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Because, like I said, I kind of misunderstood this, so I did it a different way.
It worked.
I took actual wrestlers who have worn these outfits, and I tried to think to myself, which ones would be appropriate for my fellow off the top rope crew? So, we'll go ladies first, okay? I'll just give you the quick rundown because I got 5 for each here, because remember we talked 5 is the matching number. Oh, look at him.
Oh, you're so right. Oh, man.
See? Every once in a while I do pay attention, believe it or not. So we'll start off with the lovely Nighthawk. I just, like I said, I'm just taking wrestlers' actual outfits and thinking they would be a good fit for both of you. So we're starting off with this Nighthawk. I'm going with Lita. You could totally rock.
Oh, 100%.
Right? Yeah. You could totally rock the Lita look. I'm also going with...
is?
Nope.
Lita was a badass. You would take this as a compliment if you knew who she was. Yes, trust me.
What's her real name? Because she's a metal singer. Lisa Dunn? No.
Yes, yeah, I think it is Lisa, right?
I think it's Lisa.
Because I remember she was actually in the Real Deal ECW, as a matter of fact, before she was in WWF. A lot of people don't know
If you
that.
Google Lita, you'll find her.
Yeah.
What I think is funniest is that you guys are talking to somebody with the same name as her and you don't know.
Dun, dun, dun. Look at this. We're learning all kinds of things tonight. Here, I thought we were going to teach the people, and here I am learning something new.
People are teaching us.
Fucking A, as it should be. Right on. So, yeah. So now you see. All right. So I got you as Lita. I'm also going with, because you mentioned it last week, I love her as well. You, as Cyndi Lauper at WrestleMania 1, you could have totally pulled that.
Hell yeah.
Get that.
Right. I got it. Like I already mentioned, anyone from the Riot Squad, our fine podcast kid there was nice enough to provide pretty much what they all wear. Anyways, I also think I kind of have a feeling you might be able to pull off the old Alexa Bliss creepy Harley Quinn shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would never stomp your doll, just so you know. Just in case it ever gets that. It wasn't me. So.
It was me.
Right, probably would be. And then you know what?
Oh, wait.
I'm sorry. What?
Doll?
Yeah. See, I will
I
never
do have
step
a creepy
on her.
doll.
Look at that creepy doll.
What's her name?
I didn't name her.
She is the one with no name.
She's the John Doe, dear. The John Doe doll.
She's like Clint Eastwood in the old spaghetti westerns. The doll with no name. Ay, wah, wah, wah. And then last, I gotta say, especially, you definitely have the hair for it. I'm going with the man, Becky Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could kick some ass. I can believe that.
I'm scared of her.
I dig it.
You should be. I am too. And I haven't actually even physically met the lovely lady yet. So I got to keep that in mind. So, yeah, that's my Nighthawk outfits. Would anyone else like to take over? And I will save my podcast kids outfits for maybe a little while later. Or do you want me to get this? Want me to rip that Band-Aid right off now there, Mr. Diggs?
I'm the last one because we did yours. We did yours and hers.
Yeah, Pops Ghostly going with a Randall from Clerks reference. Yes, I named her annoying customer. Oh, that's dig. That is just
we had a
singlet.
few of those in our SW days.
Right? What's the cat's name? Annoying customer. So okay, I'll just end it with mine then. Podcast kid, you ready for this?
Let's hear it.
I'm gonna put some mental images in the old dome piece here, so get ready. Now I'm very happy. This worked out great, as a matter of fact, that you are currently wearing that Celtics jersey. For all the audio listeners who can't see us, our lovely podcast kid is rocking a traditional Celtics jersey, and that is very appropriate because, in my opinion, I think you could totally rock the Thugonomics John Cena look, dude. Right?
You know it. Yeah,
yeah. I could see you with the Flavor Flav clock and whatnot. You can pull that up, right?
The big chain gang.
Just lose the Yankee jerseys. Thank you.
I don't have any more of those.
You better not. Okay, so that's. I hate to tell you, that's probably as nice as I'm gonna be.
Fair, I gave you a bra.
I love you. Don't forget that. I really do love you, your brother. Okay, so I was gonna say, all right, this is not that bad. I thought this was kind of cool. I don't know, because you got vertical girth. I'm talking Diesel, dude. I want to see you with the Diesel mullet. I want to see you
with the fucking leather pants.
Right? That's not so bad, right?
I don't know if you want to see Diggy in the leather pants, but
you never know until you try. All right, so now
baby powder.
What's that?
Said you need a lot of baby powder.
Yeah, I need help getting them off.
Right? Otherwise, it's like all of Motley Crue back in 1987. I love that band, but oh god. Anyway,
at least you didn't give me Oz, Kevin Nash.
No. All right, this one. All right, the next three, you're probably gonna kill me. I can't even say it. All right, because I got that mental image. The Andre the Giant fucking singlet, dude. You know what I'm saying? We always called you Mammoth Girth for a reason.
God.
I can see him right there playing cards in the locker room, yelling at Macho Man, "No baby oil." Because that really happened, actually. Come to find out, Andre, for whatever reason, really hated Macho Man. Poor Macho Man. And then, I don't know, man. You're like the only friend that, one of my only friends is I always have like consistent kind of hair since I met you. And it's blonde. So, I don't know. I kind of just, I would totally buy this for $1. I want to see you as
Gold Dust.
Really? Sorry, I don't know why. It's this weird thing. I was not the Manson Gold Dust, the real Gold Dust, the cool Gold Dust, not the, and without the whole, trying to, give Ahmed Johnson CPR and shit, that whole thing. And then last, but definitely least, we already brought him up. And once again, you got vertical girth, so I'm going with, I want to see you in the Giant Gonzalez bodysuit.
You're an asshat.
You're taller than me, sorry. I'm probably still fatter than you, if that helps. And that's my, that's my whole. Yeah, that's that.
Well, that was interesting.
Yeah, so I figured I'd give you that COVID dose before you lay it on me, because I can only imagine what's in store.
Well, I didn't pick wrestling attire for you from.
No, but I know you guys had a.
Yeah, we did totally different things. It was good though. That was good.
It was fun. Yeah, so.
Nighthawk
definitely came out on top on that one. So.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I think that's going to wrap it up for tonight.
Is that really it? Are we actually finally done? Holy shit.
Yeah, we're 2 hours and 3 minutes into this thing, and we're...
Yeah. This is why I said a long time ago we had to stop saying, we're on from 8 to 9 or whatever. I'm like, we're never going to do this. And that was before we even had Nighthawk help us make the triple threat here. So, there you go, folks.
Oh, there it is, folks. Thank you. Wow, I can't get the fucking Giant Gonzalez suit out of my head now. I have to find that suit and wear it for Halloween now.
I hope you have dreams about it.
That was my intention. I love you, buddy. I really do. But dude, if we could fucking somehow, or if we know somebody who knows how to actually airbrush. Oh, dude, we gotta get you a Giant Gonzalez Buddy Man suit.
Pops is all about Nighthawk tonight. He says Nighthawk rules.
Hell yeah.
Yes, he has good taste, and he is very picky in his selections. He's very wise. So you are more than past the prime of part of the crew now, Miss Nighthawk. Here it is.
She can take over my spot now. I quit.
Well,
nope. Yes, Pop, you should have nightmares about it because I would not look sexy in that suit at all.
Sorry for anyone out there tonight who was planning on having sex. We just totally gave you the anti-Viagra right there. Because the idea of Giant Gonzalez, I'm not even talking about you, dude. There it is, right? Talk about, hey, if you want to help teens not have unprotected sex, show them that picture. They'll turn them on.
I have big pubes.
Why does he have wolf pubes? Why? Thank you. All right, now, all the fun I had.
Now that I think of it.
Oh, thank you. You're right.
If I could have been an asshole and if I had played it your way, I would have given you Enzo. But I know it has no meaning towards it right now. But
nope. I did issue the challenge last week. Thank you for the reminder, my good man. Yep, it's staying true. Every week, I'm going to keep saying this till it happens. Enzo Amore, I am really honestly challenging you to a match. A real match. Yes, I want it. Any way, shape, or form, you got it.
2 certified G's going to fight in the streets.
Oh, no, I'm a certified fucking douche, but I don't care. I'm going to fuck this fuck up. So, yeah, the challenge stands. It's going to happen one day, or he's just going to prove that he really is scared. So, Enzo, waiting for you, pal.
On that note, we are going to let you folks go. Thank you for joining. Please go like, share, subscribe to the YouTube page, to Amy Young Photography. We will see you guys next Tuesday with a whole new list of whatever the fuck we're going to talk about. And on that note, we are out this bitch.
Hasta la pasta.